Hello, and welcome to this very special friends and family call. I am going to speak quickly because we have a whole lot to cover in a short amount of time. The lines are muted, but I promise you I am more than willing to stay on for as long as it takes to chat with you about anything we cover over the next few minutes. Thank you for sharing your time with us. My name is Michelle Grensing. I'm a certified health and nutrition coach. I am also a national marketing director with the Juice Plus company. 9 years ago, our family had a much needed shift into a healthier way of living thanks to the Juice Plus tools. At the time, we ate every color of the rainbow in processed foods. I had just had my last child at the age of 40. I had lost my mom from chronic disease when I was only 15. Having my last child at 40 caused me to panic just enough to make some much needed changes so I could hopefully prevent being a sick mom myself. A few years later, I decided to go back to school to become further equipped to help families. There seems to be a gap for a lot of people in knowledge and information and real tools and knowing how to apply these things into daily living. I currently have 3 children, 2 in college and 1 in elementary school. Through my certification and community with Juice Plus, I have had the privilege of learning and understanding foundational elements and tools that work for anybody. You are going to hear a lot about that on this call. If you are on this call, you have a friend or family member that cares a lot about you and has joined my team. I am super excited about that. That person, along with myself and a whole host of others, are truly on a genuine mission of inspiring healthy living. We absolutely want you to understand what that means, because when you are ready to get healthy or just step it up a notch, or maybe you know or meet someone working hard to get healthy, you can connect them to the person who invited you to this call. And you can be 100% certain that we will take such good care of you or anyone you refer. We have a huge network of very committed health and wellness professionals on this team, from doctors, nurses, personal trainers, chefs, teachers, attorneys, health coaches, registered dietitians, and they are now part of your friends' support team and to help support you as well. Why do we care so much? Because the health, or the lack thereof in our country, stinks. 1 in 3 people will live with some form of cardiovascular disease. 1 in 3 women will develop cancer. 1 in 2 men will develop cancer. 1 in 3 will develop diabetes. 1 in 3 are obese. There's millions of people living with chronic pain, and the cost of sick care, not really health care, is approaching trillions and trillions of dollars. We are really passionate, though, because our passion has purpose with that very last statistic. 75% of all chronic diseases are preventable. I wish this was known and implemented for my mom. I sure would have loved having her around for more of my life. This statistic, it drives our mission and why your friend or your family member joined my team. We really have so much control, and things are not hopeless. All it takes is making a few simple changes that will go a very long way. Everyone has their own reasons for getting involved with health and wellness. But as a mom, I became determined to help my family stay healthy. And really, I was desperate enough that I paid attention and I found tools that helped. Regardless if you're ready to make changes, be so proud of your friend or your family member who are getting involved in this mission of healthy living. What is One Simple Change? It's not a product or a program. It truly is a community of people like you who want to help their families get healthy in a real and sustainable way. We are extremely mission-driven. We are not product-driven. Any Juice Plus representative out there could really care less if you are getting your Juice Plus from them or someone else that will not impact our income. We truly care that you are flooding your body with the right kind of nutrients every single day. It shows how our team helps other teams and other teams help us. We are ready to support you through a program called One Simple Change. It's a community of people like you who want to improve or maintain their health. With One Simple Change, there are a handful of healthy habits that are going to drive the largest results in your health. We know what they are, and we help friends and clients and family members with these 4 core elements. You know, oftentimes we get excited. I know I have, and I've jumped into certain programs for 23, 28 days, 30 days with lots of boxes and things that promise a lot of results. But I have found that is very difficult to sustain. What we prefer is to make one simple change a month, 1 month at a time. We always want to start, though, with flooding the body with micro and macronutrition that the body needs every single day. From there, the 4 core elements, as you see, are drinking more water. You know, just staying hydrated. And we have the resources to help you so that you know exactly what to do, and encouragement. Eat more whole foods. You know, our bodies are made as whole machines that work together. So the things that we nourish it with should be whole foods. Getting more exercise. We have so many fitness enthusiasts and personal trainers and gym owners on our team, and they are more than willing to help you find the right thing to do for you so that you will move your body every day. And then to sleep more and stress less. That will really, really enhance that better version of you. That is our goal, to help you be the best you. And why Juice Plus? Well, because fruits and veggies are the most important thing we can put into our bodies. Of all the health and wellness and medical information out there, this is the only thing that is unanimous. We need as many fruits and vegetables as possible. And the biggest reason why is something called oxidative stress. This is a picture of an oxidized cell in the body. Healthy cells are your body's frontline defense against oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is something that you absolutely cannot avoid, and our bodies are equipped to handle some. But in today's world, with the stress and with the toxicity of our environment and our foods, it's out of balance. And we have to. It's imperative that we have a tool for our bodies to combat that oxidative stress every single day at the cellular level. The only way to combat oxidative stress and to do that is by getting more fruits and vegetables. They are the only thing that carry antioxidants so that your cells can perform at the highest level for you. And again, unlike a vitamin, which is only fragmented, and remember, our bodies are whole working machines, Juice Plus carries a food label. So it is whole food. It is not a supplement. It is simply raw, vine-ripened produce concentrated in a capsule or chewable form. How is Juice Plus made? Well, let me just explain a little bit. Juice Plus was introduced to consumers in 1993. Juice Plus is truly the pioneer of whole food nutrition. I don't know how old you are listening on the phone, but I remember 1993 and no one was talking about whole food nutrition. But Juice Plus was introduced to consumers. And because it has been around since the beginning, the company has relationships with the finest family farms in our country, and they know our produce from even before the seed to the plant. They know the soil. They have very intimate relationships with the farmers. And so the produce is grown under the best conditions without pesticides, insecticides, and fungicides, and all of those things. It is able to be grown and be vine ripened, then picked at peak ripeness, and then either on site or very close by, it is taken and pulverized into this slurry. And it's not just what we would buy from the grocery store and eat. It's the stems, the seeds, the peeling, and everything. And then once it's in this slurry, it's a very low temperature, fast drying process that leaves you with the concentrated micronutrients of that plant that is then put in a capsule or in a soft chew. There is nothing else quite like this. There are copycats on the market today. They all have a little bit of a good thing and a whole lot of fillers because they were not the pioneers. They do not have this technology. I love knowing how this is made. It also has a food label, not a supplement label, and we have a huge body of research, 36 studies that are independent, double-blind, placebo-controlled in the human body and peer-reviewed. They are partnered with with places like NIH and MD Anderson and lots of major universities around the globe. And what do we know? We know that Juice Plus is absorbed in the body. Okay, for us to have reduction of oxidative stress at the cellular level, it has to be absorbed into our body. It is absorbed. It is not just urinated out. It reduces oxidative stress. It reduces key biomarkers of systemic inflammation, which we now know is the root of so many of the things that our society struggles with. So if we can lower that, we will be better, healthier. It helps protect the DNA. It supports cardiovascular wellness, supports healthy skin and gums, and all of this research is on our website, so please go take a look at it. It is amazing, truly, truly amazing. Here is one study that was done at the University of Maryland, and you can look this one up. But this one was one that I heard about 9 years ago, and it really excited me, and it was one of the premier studies introduced in nutritional science the year it was out for all health experts to follow, and they were asked to follow it. So after a high-fat meal at McDonald's, this population, their blood flow was tested through their brachial artery. And there's a lot of constriction after a high-fat meal. And we want our blood to flow good, right? Not be constricted. So there was a placebo group, a group with the garden and orchard, and a group with the garden, orchard, and vineyard. And after only 4 weeks, look at that. The placebo, there was no difference. The garden orchard, it was down 63%, and the group that was fortunate to get the garden, orchard, and vineyard had virtually undetectable constriction through their arteries. This is huge. With cardiovascular disease, the #1 killer in our world, this does show how we can improve cardiovascular markers in the body. And so why wouldn't we do that? I immediately got my husband on board and our family. I always like to include this quote right here by Dr. Du Bois, who was a leader in immunology and infectious disease in the 1980s. He's from Atlanta, and he has so many accolades. I would take another whole video for me to put that on there or put that on this call. But I love this. Just let this sink in for a minute. There is no human condition that won't improve with good nutrition, and no human condition that will improve with bad nutrition. What we are talking about here matters. And Dr. David Katz, he's the founding director of Yale University Prevention and Research Center. He is amazing. He has great resources, and all of his family uses Juice Plus. An observational study that our company started many years ago is called the Juice Plus Children's Health Study. And so for every adult that is using our Juice Plus, a child can get Juice Plus for free. There's just certain parameters. We like for them to be school age, so around 4 years old, and then they can get it for free for up to 4 years, all the way through college. But look at what has been reported. I love step number 3. 61% were eating more fruits and vegetables. Isn't that the goal here? And then look, 96% were reaping a positive benefit of some kind. What else can you possibly think of that you can implement today that would give you that kind of rate of return? It's truly amazing. And it took away my excuse at the time because I had 2 daughters that could get Juice Plus for free, and there's no way we were eating very many fruits and vegetables. In fact, many days we were eating none at all. So here's the product line. We have our garden, orchard, and vineyard, also referred to as fruits, veggies, and berries. They are micronutrition. There's thousands and thousands of phytonutrients in plants, and this contains them all, of those ingredients that are in Juice Plus. And then we have our whole food powder called Complete, and it is a plant-based protein and fiber shake or bar. And this is macronutrition. It has calories, and it is balanced enough that it can actually be used as a meal. Then we have a Tower Garden. This is like the smartphone of gardening. It is changing the way people are thinking about being able to have the ability to have their own food supply. It uses less than 10% of the land and water of traditional gardening, and it hardly takes up any space. And it really is plug and play. It is gardening for dummies, is what our family likes to call it, because we are not very good at gardening. It is super affordable and super efficient. It's a combination of hydroponic and aeroponic, and there is no other gardening system like this out there. The company's mission is to inspire healthy living, and it is supported by its products, and I love that. And as a health coach, I love that through this product line, they are not trying to outsmart Mother Nature at all. They're just making it so much more convenient for us. So what does the investment look like for you, or for somebody that you know that you're thinking about already? Well, I love this part. To me, it is the best part. It has saved our family so much money, and I love hitting the easy button on being positive that our family is getting our nutritional safety net every day. So if someone were using our trio blend of the garden, orchard, and vineyard, that's the one that they saw no measurable constriction in the arteries after a high-fat meal. That is basically $71.25 a month, or $238 a day. One shake or bar is about $2.05 a day. And look at this. You can get the nutrition of 30 different fruits and vegetables and berries in the garden, orchard, and vineyard, and about 20 more if you add the Complete for under $5 a day. Last time, it's been a while, but last time I went through a drive-through, even looking on a value meal, I did not leave that drive-through for less than that amount of money. Kids are eligible to eat it for free, and you can certainly replace a multivitamin and a meal for under $5 a day. It is truly something everyone can afford. So what are your next steps? Remember, this is a risk-free investment in your family's health. We are here to support you and to encourage you and to cheer you on. You are not locked by saying yes to any of this. You are not locked into something that you do not want to be locked into, okay? We understand and we can meet your needs wherever you're at, I promise you. Contact the person who invited you to this. Enroll your child in the Children's Health Study. We also have a 5-minute video that is done by a fellow health coach friend that goes over your buying options if you're interested in that. And if you are interested in taking advantage of free coaching and support and other lifestyle changes, we can send you more information on One Simple Change program or the Transform 30, or we also have something called the 10-Day Shred. The first step with either of these programs is still flooding your body with the nutrients of Juice Plus. If you believe that putting your seatbelt on is important when you get in your car and for your family, if you believe that brushing your teeth is important, Juice Plus is just as important. When you hear people share that they are trying to get healthy, please connect them with your friend or your family member. We have so many resources on this team. We want to hand as many families as possible the tools that will help them with making a few simple changes that will forever impact their health. Thank you so much for taking the time to be on this call. And remember, if you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to ask.